Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Historic Gill Stadium for tonight's second game of a doubleheader between the Sweeney Post 2 and the Weare Legion Post as well. My name is Kyle Levy from Manchester Public Television, and it's a warm, hazy, hot, humid evening here as temperature is 87 degrees right now as we look to start this second game as Cam Bergeron will lead us off for the Weare team. Cam playing left field. Pitching for the Sweeney Post is Sam Carlson. We'll see what Sam can do here. With pitch number one sent out here to left field. Should be a play and easy catch. One pitch, one out. That's how you do things here for Sweeney Post, making things look easy. Nice catch there by Jacob Plamondon. Jacob usually playing pitcher or second base, so to see him out there, we saw some great plays from Ethan May in the first game, so Plamondon trying to make it look easy out there. And now we have Brady Philibot out there batting for the Weare team. First pitch was 7-11 here, and we'll see what they can do. Trying to get a victory here is the Sweeney Post, at least try to even out the doubleheader. A tough 7-5 defeat to the Concord team. Sweeney was up 5-1, but was unable to score anymore. And next thing you know, a bouncer here over to third. Brody, nice. Oh, what are they saying? He's out. Wow, great throw. Nice job keeping the toe on the bag. And we might have, that's a web gem right there, ladies and gentlemen. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Heck of a job there. Excuse me, that's Izzy Lopez. Apparently Brody Druin, who pitched the first game, is going to take a little bit of a breather here. And great job by the first baseman in Brett Bennington. And looks like we're going to have a talk between the umpires. Maybe he was safe. Let's see what they say. Umpires for tonight's game, behind the mound is legendary umpire, Gary Simpson. And on the field is Gary Shiavon, the former Central principal, or Shivani, excuse me. Now they've changed it. He's actually going to be safe. Apparently Brett Bennington did not have his foot on the bag, and both coaches have been out here to talk things over. Exciting top of the first here, and instead of having 2 outs with no one on, now we have 1 out with a runner at first, and now we got Brett Patnode up to bat. Sun setting from the west here to the left side of the screen. Sorry about a little glare on the glass. I'm trying to stay cool in the AC up here in the press boxes, so living in luxury in some ways. 2 balls to Patnode, big first baseman. So great job by Izzy Lopez to get it. The ball gets away from Ben Canny and up 90 feet, looking to spin around. That was a heck of a rounding of second base by Brady Philibot. And now a 3-0 count. See if Patnode swings away here. He takes a pitch. It is a strike, says Gary Simpson. And now a 3-1 count here. See if Carlson can get it together, get a couple more strikes in. He gets a foul. That works just as well. Izzy Lopez chased that one a little ways before losing his hat and deciding, I'm not going to get that. A 3-2 count. Let's see what Carlson has. He gives up a little dribbler that gets through. Vashon with the throw. And just like that, Weare takes a 1-0 lead here. Controversial call at first base allows Brady Philibot to score from second base after that infield single. And RBI goes to Brett Patnode with a single here. So 1-0 Weare. And now up to bat is number 21, Austin Hazard. Hazard is the pitcher for the Weare side as well. So pitcher versus pitcher here in the first inning. Looking to throw down, Canny a little off. And now another runner in scoring position. I'm seeing a pattern here from this Weare team. And let's see if Sweeney Post can figure things out. Carlson in a little bit of a jam here. Swing fouled off by Hazard. Date reads July 16th. It's a Friday night. Stolen. Canny just was, if he was going to release it, he was going to hit the batter. And now Hazard has an opportunity to get his own RBI with Patnode over there at third base with only 1 out. And the pitch fouled up in the air. It's going to land right next to me. Yeah, I heard it hit the roof. Hopefully one of the players is able to come out and get that. Jeff Wagner, the right fielder, on deck for Weare. He's a lefty, so we got righty to lefty. And just like that, Weare manufacturing some runs. Ball kind of gets away for a moment there. I didn't know what was going to happen. So Weare now leads it 2-0 early in this game here in the first inning. But getting 2 runs quickly like that, 3 consecutive singles, have helped them get some runs on the board. And Sam Carlson in some trouble here. See if he can calm himself down and get a run. And now double play opportunity here to third to first. And just like that, able to get a double play to help himself out. Sam Carlson gives up 2 runs, 1 left on base, and we'll see what Sweeney can do with their bats. They did a good job in the first game when being down and coming back, and we'll see what they can do here as we'll take a quick break from Gill Stadium. Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television, American Legion Post Baseball. Stay tuned. Heading into the bottom of the first inning here with Weare up 2-0, and we'll see what can happen here as Parker Bradley comes up to bat. Parker had a pretty good first game, had some opportunities, but we'll see what he can do here playing out there in left field. Wow, a wild pitch there. Not really sure what happened there with the pitch from Austin Hazard. Well, a 1-1 count here. Hazard, the pitch, fastball sent up through the infield, and that will go for a single. And just like that, Sweeney Post trying to catch back up, being down 2. Nice piece of hitting right there by Parker Bradley. And that brings us to Jake Vachon, the center fielder. Great player for Central Little Green. Had a pretty good season for the Central's team. And see what he can do for Sweeney Post now. Try to check a swing, did not work. And now sends one, pops it up. This is gonna work. Oh, it does not work. Second baseman for Weare tried to get a little fancy, just did not get the ball where it needed to go. So a tough job there by Jason Crean, trying to send it over to Brady Philibot. But now E4 with runners at first and second, no outs. And now we'll see what Jacob Plamondon can do. And we're going to have a quick talk here between the catcher and the umpire. I don't know if the signs need to be changed with a runner at second base now. But Hazard having some issues here. These guys play tomorrow as well. They have to travel all the way out to Walpole, New Hampshire, which is just above Keene, to play over there. So These guys have a lot of traveling. Cool, called strike by Gary Simpson. Jake Vachon at first. Parker Bradley at second. Jacob Plamondon waiting for the pitch from Hazard. What a curve that gets over the plate. Now Plamondon's got to protect. He's down 0-2 in the count. Hazard gives him the same type of pitch and grounded to the third baseman. Easy play for him just to touch the bag. And now we have one out there. Well done there by Ryan Ardeen just to get the easy out. So one out here in the bottom of the first. Sun about to go into some clouds, which could help the left side, excuse me, the right side of this field between the first baseman and the right fielder having issues with the sun at this time of day. And Brett Bennington up the bat now. Brett holds back, outside pitch. So 5 unassisted there on Jacob Plamondon's out. And the pitch from Hazard, called strike. I know we have a weird angle up here, but that looked questionable. Bennington has been on the wrong side of some tough calls this season. And that is another one right there. The pitch, called strike. The slide ruled safe. So both runners move up 90 feet. Nice job there by by Vachon. And we got a quick timeout here. So Vachon in Plamondon. Lazy swing and a strike there, and that goes for strike number 3. Brett Bennington. Gotta watch the replay of that and kind of be disappointed in himself, as that was a late swing that had no power to it. And now with 2 outs here, called strike, a fastball. We'll see what Stephen Dunham, the shortstop, did a good job on that double play in the top of the first. Hazard trying to get the same exact thing with hitting the outside corner. One count here with 2 outs. Bouncer hits the catcher, hits off of Dunham. Looks like the sun did not decide to go in those clouds, and it's brighter than ever, I feel like now. But after the July that we've had, it's nice to see it in some ways. Outside pitch again. Well done by number 19, Stephen Dunham. Dylan Truth, the catcher today. Weird to say. And now Dylan's got the bases loaded as Dunham will take a easy walk down to first base with a base on balls from Hazard. The catcher in a tough position still has to take all of his gear off. Throws Dunham's bat, and we'll see what Dylan can do here. Hopefully gets a nice hit here to bring in some tying runs. First pitch, outside, ball 1. So that's 4 consecutive balls that Hazard has thrown. Fastball, bit high. Austin Hazard in a little bit of trouble here. Nowhere to put any more runners. Tough one right there by Dylan. Sam Carlson, the pitcher himself, on deck. Strike inside, now a 2-2 count. Dylan got to be smart here. Austin Hazard, the pitch. And he gets Dylan to swing at a outside pitch. And just like that, 3 runners left on base. Weare with a 2-0 lead. Austin Hazard doing a good job getting that strikeout. 2 consecutive with Brett Beddington. Excuse me, yeah, both the outs were, the second and the third outs were strikeouts. We'll take a quick break here from Gill Stadium as we head to the second inning with Manchester Public Television's Legion Baseball action. Be right back. Back here at Gill Stadium with a 2-0 Weare lead as we head to the top of the second inning. A first pitch strike right there to the center fielder, Alex Moore. Sam Carlson, the pitcher here for Sweeney. Tries to get that outside. Seems like umpire Gary Simpson, 48 years umpiring, likes to give these calls to the outside. Doesn't say yes to that one. Sweeney with a chance there in the first inning, leaving the bases loaded. And now it's going to be up to the defense to help their cause here. And a 3-1 count here. Noah Brent, the catcher, on deck here. Inside pitch, and that will go as a base on balls. And Alex Moore says, thank you very much. Head up to first base, and we'll see what the catcher can do here. He's getting a sign from his third base coach. A long sign. See if he bunts. Outside pitch, taken for ball 1. It's got to be tough over there for first baseman Brett Beddington. That sun is not nice right now. Slide down, stolen base right there by Moore. And Weare putting themselves in a good spot to get some more runs. They don't seem to be a team that you want to let on the base paths. They've been pretty quick here, and there's a reason why they are 9-4 this season in the #1 spot. And there's the bunt I thought was going to happen. Carlson over to Beddington for the outs, but works as a sacrifice as now they have Moore at third base, just 90 feet away from scoring the game's 3rd run for Weare. And that brings us to Ryan Ardeen, the third baseman. Ardeen, smart player seems like. Made the easy out to get the first out. Outside, called strike. Pitch number 2. Carlson inside. So 1-1 count here. Still 86 degrees out there at 7:30 at night. Summertime, middle of July, it's here. Mother Nature took a little bit of a hiatus with all the rain that we've had, but the Triple H is back for sure. Called strike right there, so 2-2 count. Weare with a white jerseys with a little bit of both baby blue and, oh, back my way. Hit the windowsill. Baby blue and a navy blue stripes in the shirt area. Sweeney Post with the red jerseys and kind of a grayish pants. And now the count is full. Only 1 out still. Jason Crean, the second baseman, on deck. a dribbler. Bennington not able to get it. Kind of wonder if the first base coach being there was an issue, but either way, the count's still full. Jason Crean on deck is the last batter in the lineup, so we have a chance to bat around through the first 2 innings. Called strike 3. Oh, I don't think that Ardeen is appreciative of that. He kind of takes a walk around the catcher, says something to Gary Simpson, and will head to the dugout. Talk to his coach. He's not pleased with that. And now 2 outs here. Runners at the corners. Excuse me, runners at third. So the first strikeout of the day for Carlson. And now a little slow roller. Gets over to shortstop, not in time. And just like that, Weare able to score another run to make this a 3-0 game. And an RBI there from the little guy. And we'll see what Cam Bergeron can do. Cam flew out on the first pitch out there to left field. And he hits the same spot. Not able to make a play. Oh, Izzy Lopez wasn't able to get it, and neither was the shortstop in Dunham. And Weare not smashing the ball by any means, but hey, two out singles have helped the cause. And now Brady Philibot, who singled in the first inning, scored the game's first run up to bat here. Outside pitch. Fouled off his foot. He did not like the feeling of that. Oh, he's kind of had the coach come talk to him. That did not feel right off the top of the ankle area. He's having trouble here walking on it, trying to stretch it out. Playing a shortstop, he definitely needs to have that that ankle working as best as he can, being that shortstops take up the most amount of running on the baseball field. And now a 1-1 count here. See what Carlson does to him. Throws outside. Runner at second had a giant lead, thought he had a chance to go to third, but decided to hold off. Now a 2-1 count. 2-2 now. On deck, Brett Padnode, who had an RBI single in the first. Crushed over to Izzy Lopez, who will do the justice himself and step on the bag for that third out. 2 runners left on base for Weare. They score 1 to increase their lead to 3-0. We'll see what Sweeney Post can do here, as they have Sam Carlson, Amar Duty, and Izzy Lopez on deck to bat. We'll be right back with more Legion Post action from Gill Stadium. I'm Kyle Heavey. We'll stay tuned. Pitcher versus pitcher action here as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Sam Carlson versus Austin Hazard in a 3-0 Weare lead. And first pitch popped up, taken by the shortstop for the first out of the second inning. Nice job there by the shortstop in Brady Philibot, who just grounded out himself to get the third out in the top of the second inning. So now we have Mr. Amar Duty off the bat here. We saw him pitching in the second half of the first game. Bad swing and a miss there. Now down in the count, 0-2. And strike 3. 3 straight strikes, and Hazard having a day so far. That is his 3rd K of the day so far, and we'll see what Izzy Lopez can do here. Izzy played for the West High School Blue Knights. Saw him pitch some incredible games, and he takes strike 1 as well. So Austin Hazard just bringing the heat right now. Goes outside with a little changeup, does not get the call. His first ball, and so far he has thrown 6 pitches. Tries to get outside, but Gary does not agree with it. Says ball, so now we have a 2-1 count. 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd. Oh, does not get the call again. Hazard a little bit perplexed by that. Thought that he was getting those same calls in the 1st inning. Sun must be hitting Gary Simpson differently here. Now he gets the strike call, and the count is now full. And that will go for ball 4. So Izzy, or Israel, his real name, but he definitely goes by Izzy more than anything, gets a 2-out walk here in the 2nd inning. That brings us to Parker Bradley, who got a single in the 1st inning. Made it over to 2nd base, but was stalled there. Let's see what we can do. Austin Hazard takes a look over, and the first pitch, changeup, goes for a strike. Hazard, pitch, fastball down the middle. Simpson gives a little jump to his step there, given that strike call. 0-2 count to Parker Bradley. Hazard, the pitch, goes to the fastball again and gets another strikeout. That's 4 in 2 innings. And just like that, Weare will come back to use their bats. They've scored 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, and we'll see what they have in store for the 3rd. For Sweeney, 1 left on base, and quick couple innings here, and we'll head to the 3rd and see what's in store. For Manchester Public Television, I'm Kyle Heavey. We'll be right back. And here we are at the top of the 3rd inning. Weare leading Sweeney Post 3-0. And up to bat now is Brett Patnode. Brett had the RBI single and scored a run himself in the 1st. And he sends one out there. We'll see if this stops in the air. The wind blowing in from that area, hazy night. And Patnode flies out for out number 1. Nice job playing left field there is none other than Parker Bradley. So a quick out right there is exactly what Sam Carlson needed. And we'll see what he can do with Jeff Wagner. Or excuse me, Austin Hazard, the pitcher. Outside pitch gets away. Hazard also singled and had an RBI in the 1st inning, bringing in Patnode. And we'll see if we can get on base here again. And he cranks one out to right field. See what Plamanen can do. Plamanen sees it, reads it, and catches it. And just like that, Carlson getting into a groove here. Total of 5 pitches and 2 outs. Jeff Wagner up to bat now. Jeff grounded into a double play. So we'll see if he grounds to 2nd base again to make it an easy 1-2-3 top of the third. Inside pitch. Nice move by Wagner to get away. Wagner, the right fielder. Pretty quiet day so far out there. Outside, goes for a strike. One count. Outside. Dylan having some issues with his glove. It doesn't seem like the ball wants to stay in there. David Hood, the normal catcher here for Sweeney Post, on vacation this week, so we've had different catchers in the first two games. A swinging fouled off Wagner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Let's see if Carlson can get a strikeout. A little high. Maybe his second strikeout if he's able to do it, but now the count is full. And it goes for a ball 4. Carlson had him on the hook with the count 2-2, but 2 consecutive missed strike zone pitches allows the first base runner of the third inning. And we'll see what we have here in Alex Moore. Alex scored in the second inning after walking. Wagner taking a quick little step away, see if he liked that. The center fielder here up the bat. If the sun goes in the clouds, we might have to turn on the lights soon. Two balls, 3 balls now. Alex Moore being very patient at the plate. He's obviously going to take a pitch here. Let's see if Carlson can throw a strike or if it will be ball 4. It goes for ball 4, so 6 consecutive balls thrown by Carlson. And now with 2 outs, again, runners at first and second. And Noah Brent, the catcher, off the bat. Noah bunted a sacrifice in the second inning to move Mr. Moore over to second. Or to third, actually, because the base had been stolen by. And another ball thrown, 7 consecutive. Not sure what's happened to Carlson. He had really quick 2 outs, but he is having a little bit of a struggle with the third out here in the third inning. And a little dribbler up in the air. They're fighting for it. And it comes down. They collide. The ball gets away. 1 run comes in. Let's see if they send the other one. The play at the plate. Oh, he held off. Back to third it goes. And it can only hope that the second baseman, Amar Duty, is okay. They both get up. Tough one right there. Jacob Plamondon and Amar Duty running in, trying to get that. And the collision goes for a single. And the ball got away, and that adds another run for Weare to make it 4-0. And they have now runners in scoring position. A freak play right there. And the ball gets away. This should bring in the 5th run. Let's see if there's a play. No, Dylan is not able to get the ball back to Carlson in time. And Weare halfway to scoring 10 to end this game early. Sweeney Post dealing with this heat, a doubleheader, and now it's a tough spot to be in. Called strike right there. So Jeff Wagner comes around to score. Alex Moore, a swing and a miss. What are they going to call here? Is this going for a balk? That looks to be the call here, as now a 6th run comes in for Weare. Umpire Gary Simpson talking to Sam Carlson. Sam not having the day that he was hoping for. He's walking out here. Can't really hear what he's saying up from all the way up here, but now base is empty. 3 runs have scored, all with 2 outs here. And now a 1-1 count. Outside pitch. Dylan had no chance in getting that one. And Ryan Ardeen up to bat now. Ardeen struck out in the second inning. Crazy inning. First 2 outs, very quick fly balls out to Parker Bradley and Jacob Plamondon, and now it's been a struggle to get this 3rd out. And another ball thrown. A full count now. Ardeen takes ball 4, and the inning will continue. And looks like this is going to do it for Sam Carlson. The coach comes out with the Dylan Schroof, and now it looks like they're going to keep him in. They're trying to get someone warmed up in time. This gives him a chance to really figure things out. Steven Dunham, Izzy Lopez, all out there as well. And that brings us to Jason Crean, the second baseman. Crean had an RBI single in the second inning. That brought in Alex Moore. Not really the biggest guy on the team, but hey, if you're able to score some runs and do your thing, coach can't complain. We'll keep playing you. And he sends one out to right field, but it will land foul. JFK Coliseum across from us, and also we see the benches being pulled out. Looks like football practice will be starting up pretty soon. And Crean sends it into the air. Duty says he's got it, and he does. And finally, Sweeney Post able to get out of this inning. 2 quick outs, but 3 runs came around. 1 left on base. Sweeney Post needs to get some hits here. Down 6-0. We'll be right back with more action here from Gill Stadium for American Legion Post Baseball on Manchester Public Television. Austin Hazard back out there pitching for Weare in the bottom of the 3rd. A quick foul ball right there to start off the inning, or the bottom half of the inning here, by number 6, Jake Vachon. Hazard has quite an array of pitches. And now Vachon creams one. Where will this land? And it's going to land foul wherever it landed. I don't even see it if it went over the fence or what. But Hazard now, 2 strikes on him. See if they throw a changeup or something like that. He's expecting a fastball here. High ball 1 there. Do appreciate the bat speed and power of Jake Vachon when he gets a hold of those pitches. Tried to go with a fancy changeup again, but did not work. And now a full count. Nice job by Vashon down. And ball 4, the speedy Vashon, a leadoff walk here. And we'll see how many pitches it takes before he takes off. I don't know the scouting report on the catcher for Weare in Noah Brent. Or we can just be patient and see what Jacob Plamondon can do up the bat now. Called strike outside. Plamondon down on one knee said, "What are you kidding me?" Seems a bit outside from my angle, but I have not been umpiring for 47 years. Throw over, trying to get Vashon. One strike. Hazard slips, gets the called strike though. Wasn't even the pitch that he was trying for. It's certainly difficult for the pitchers here at Gill Stadium. You're not allowed to wear cleats. It is a, natural surface. Heck of a swipe type tag there by Brett Patnode, the first baseman, and fouled over towards Sweeney post. So 0-2 in the count. Goes Plamondon, but hey, same thing was happening to Vashon. He got a base on ball, so. And the pitch. Time called. Gary Simpson. And try this again. Austin Hazard with the pitch. And it's skied high into center field. Ranging over, not able to catch it. Vashon scooting over to third base. The throw will not be in time. And a single there by Jacob Plamondon puts runners at the corners, with Sweeney Post looking to finally get their first runs of this game here in the bottom of the third. Great attempt there by the center fielder. I thought it hung up long enough that he could possibly chase it down and get it, but unfortunately for Alex Moore, he was not able to get it. Nice backup there by the left fielder in Cam Bergeron. And now we'll see what Brett Beddington can do with runners at the corners, no outs. Called strike, first pitch to Beddington. Called strike 2. Brett does not approve of this strike zone here by Gary Simpson. I know Gary doesn't really care, but it's definitely demoralizing for these kids knowing that these are not strikes. And Brett goes down, striking out again. You can see, I wasn't sure if he was going to pull a Bo Jackson and break the bat over his knee. I don't know if his knee is strong enough for that, but hey, save some money on those bats, Brett. So 1 out now in the third inning. Hazard getting another K. The throw over. Patnode with the swipe, but just wasn't able to get it. Now Steven Dunham. Dunham got on base in the first on a walk. See what he can do here to get some runs in. Called strike again. Dunham did a little head jab like, you kidding me? And now Hazard from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Weare post up 6-0 here in the third. Throw over. Oh, he's going to be caught in the pickle, but he loses the ball. Able to move up 90 feet. Patnode had him in the pickle, just somehow lost the ball in his glove. That'll go as an E3 on that to allow the base runner to move up. And now what could have been a double play situation now it's all on Hazard to get this job done with an 0-2 count. Goes for the outside again, but that one did not catch the strike zone like the other couple pitches. Jake Vachon at third, Jacob Plamondon at second, and that will go for strike 3. Dunham, same as Brett Beddington, just not pleased with that call. He thought about throwing the bat. Oh, he finally does. And now up to bat will be the catcher, Dylan Truth, who struck out in the first as well. He swings at the first pitch and misses. Called strike there. Sweeney post. You can see these teammates all shaking their head at this strike zone. It's all over the place, it seems like, from up here in the booth. And a pitch. He gets a hold of it, sends it in there. The runners are going, and one will come in. Now we'll have a play. Plamondon called safe. I didn't think that he touched the plate, but either way, 2 runs come around. An RBI single right there allows Sweeney Post to get on the board. The goose egg is gone. And nice work there by Dylan to get the runners in. Plamondon and Vachon score. And now continue this inning here. Strike called here to Sam Carlson, the pitcher. Carlson knows this strike zone a little bit, so see if he can find a pitch he likes. He fouls one off there, so now down in the hole, 0-2. Dylan takes off safely into second base. The throw was a little bit behind there. And now 1-2 counts. Trying to get Hazard to think about more than the batter. Ball low. Outside, now we have a full count. Sam Carlson would like to continue with Sweeney Post to their bats. If he can make his way over to first base, we'll see what he get on this full count pitch. Outside, ball 4. The second walk of this inning. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 singles, 2 runs. And now brings us to Amar Duty. Takes a ball as well. Amar struck out in the second inning. His first time up to bat, so we'll see what he can do better in the second. Swing and a miss there. A huge lead at first base from Sam Carlson. First baseman playing deep here. Obviously, Sam has nowhere to go. Can't really get to second base. And now a 1-2 count here. The sun's setting to the west. The lights are on. And a little dribbler goes foul. Kind of was lucky that it went foul, as that would have been an easy out from Amar. So let's see what he has to do. Outside pitches have not been his friend in this 2 times up at bat here, so. And that's exactly what the pitcher, Austin, does. Hazard gets 3 Ks this inning, allows a couple walks, couple hits, And just like that, Weare comes up to bat in the 4th inning, leading at 6-2. They've scored every inning so far. We'll see if it continues. For Manchester Public Television's coverage of Legion Baseball, I'm Kyle Heavey. We'll be right back. New pitcher as we head to the 4th inning, and Amar Duty taking over. He pitched in the first game as well, 2 innings, so getting a chance to really work on some things in both games. And we'll see what he can do here with the first batter. Called strike here to number 15, Cam Bergeron. Bergeron's been up in the 1st, 2nd, and now in the 4th. He flew out to right field, and he singled in the 2nd. So we'll see what he can do here in the 4th. A swing and a miss here. Definitely doesn't have a heck of a fastball here, but at the same time, if he's able to hit the corners and have an arsenal of pitches, that's all that matters. 1-2 outside, ball 3, or excuse me, ball 2. Does not get the call. Now the count is full. And full count pitch. Fouled back to the backstop. Good amount of fans here on a Friday night. Lots going on here between Yankees, Red Sox, and that will send it right up the middle for a leadoff single. And Weare doing all the work so far, every inning. Bergeron with 2 singles now in this game, and we'll see what Brady Philbot can do here. And he sends it basically in the same spot. That's going to hit the gap, fall in. Plamondon going to use his arm. Let's see what the play is. A little late. Goes into second base. So a single and a double to start off this. Well, really would have been a single with the throw going to third base. So we'll just call it 2 singles to start us off in the 4th. Already up 4 runs. Looking to get it back to 6 like they had before. And Brett Patnode sends it to center field as well. Vachon sees it, catches it. The throw is not in time, and that allows the run to score for Weare as they take the lead now 7-2. Decided not to move up. A smart move right there by Philbot. But Brett Patnode gets an RBI on a fly out to center field. And now Austin Hazard, who also has an RBI already in this game, the pitcher, he sends it down to the third base line. Izzy not able to handle it. And, well, sometimes you hit the ball well, and sometimes you just get lucky with check swings. And even he's joking about it with his first base coach, like, I didn't mean to do that. And now we'll see what Wagner can do. I can only think of Chris Wagner from the Boston Bruins when I saw his name. Wagner has grounded into a double play and walked in this game. And the pitch, swing, and the throw down. Not in time. The ball does get away, and that will allow the run to come around. So just like that, 2 runs scored by Sweeney Post, and next thing you know, Weare comes around and says, hey, we'll just get that lead back to where it was before. A 8-2 lead now, with still only 1 out in this 4th inning. Marduty trying everything that he can. Cranked out there into center fielder Jake Vachon. Had no problem getting that. Amar kind of leaving some hangers here, and thankfully they're holding up in the air long enough for Vachon to get these catches. And now 2 outs, still a runner at second base. And the pitch does not catch the outside corner as Alex Moore comes up. He's already got 2 walks in this game. Two balls so far. And fouled back my way. Just to the right. Don't know if that's going to stay within the confines of Gill Stadium or if that's going to make its way to Valley Street. Duty looks down at Dylan. And easy pop-up, taken by the pitcher himself, and he'll get out of the inning. 2 runs come around. 1 left on base. A 8-2 lead here from the Weare team. Sweeney Post was able to score 2 the last inning. Let's see if they can double it up or add 2 more here. We'll see what happens as we head to the bottom of the 4th for Gill Stadium's Legion Baseball on Manchester Public Television. My name's Kyle Heavey. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 4th inning, and Izzy Lopez, the first batter for the Sweeney Post. The number 9 batter takes a first pitch strike here as Austin Hazard also still remaining in the game pitching for this Weare team. Fastball does not catch the corner. Some heat on that one. That might have been in up to 80 miles per hour or so. A swing and a miss from Izzy there. And Izzy, this is only his 2nd time up to bat. He walked in the 2nd. See what he can do here in the 3rd. A 2-2 count here. Now it's full. Still 84 degrees here at 8:20 at night on this Friday, July 16th. Swing and a miss. Kind of went off the bat, and that will go for another strikeout for Hazard. He's having himself a bit of a day here. Bringing a lot of change-ups and fastballs. And that leads us to the leadoff batter in Parker Bradley. Parker got a single in the 1st and grounded out to the first baseman. Excuse me, grounded out to the 3rd baseman in the 2nd inning. And pops one out there. Not able to catch it. 1 hop into the glove. And that will go for a single as well. So Parker Bradley doing a little something here for the Sweeney Post. And we'll see what Jake Vachon can do. Jake scored the first run of the game for Sweeney Post in the last inning after a base on ball. So first pitch to Jake. Catches the strike zone. Whew. All right. Gary Simpson, wonderful umpire. Lots of history here. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. And Vachon gets a hold of it. He's going to send it out to right field. That's going to allow Parker to move up to second. So a one-out single. 2 consecutive singles here. And now we will see what Mr. Jacob Plamondon can do here. Jake scored the second run for Sweeney in the last inning in the third, and we know his speed is pretty good. The catcher and pitcher going to talk it over. Change up the calls so that way they don't know what's going to happen. Noah Brent doing a pretty good job giving his signs, but Austin Hazard first pitch hits the corner for strike one. That one a bit outside. Jacob says, yo, don't go. It's not that far. The look down from Hazard. Not sure what that was from Gary Simpson. Kind of a delayed timeout call. And out of the pitch. Ground ball opportunity here. Out at second, and that's going to do it. A fielder's choice makes Jake Vachon out at second base for the second out of the inning. And we'll have runners at the corners now. Parker Bradley at third and Jacob Plamondon at first. And now we'll see what Brett Bennington can do here. Love to see this kid do something here. He's gotten some bad calls. I don't know about bad calls, just tough ones. Curveball fooled him a bit. Thought it was going to hit him, and instead it cut back. See if Hazard goes to the outside corner again. Does the same exact pitch, and Brett is down in the hole again. Does not like those pitches one bit. The big first baseman down in the count, 0-2. Runner's taken off. Swing fouled off, and that will make Plamondon have to go all the way back to first. Getting some wind sprints in here. Hazard not happy. If only his catcher had been able to hold on to that ball, that would have been strike three. Instead, we'll do it all over again. Come on, Brett, let's see what we can do here, buddy. And that one does not connect. Strike three called. And another inning where Mr. Austin Hazard walks off the mound, pleased with his efforts pitching. 2 runners left on base, and Weare leading this game 8-2 as we head to the 5th. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's Legion Post Action on My Name is Kyle Heavey. We'll be right back. Amar Duty's still out here pitching in relief of one Sam Carlson. And it's an 8-2 ball game here. As first pitch, line right there to Bennington. Bennington playing solid defense here. Not having the day that he wants at the plate with 3 strikeouts. But if you make plays like that, coaches are still going to love you for what you do for the team. And 1 pitch, 1 out like that. And now we'll see what number 3. I have to look at their lineup. I actually don't have a number 3. So they must have made some changes here. Quickly look at my pictures here and get some names. And Peyton Marshall. Peyton Marshall now in for Noah Brent. The ball gets away. A 1-1 count here. Another outside pitch. We've seen from Mars, he likes to give some off-speed pitches. That one bounces into the mitt. And now a 3-1 count. And that will go for a strike. And full count, 1 out. And a little ground ball. Let's see if Dunham can field it cleanly. Over to Bennington. And called out. So second out of the inning here. See if they can go 1, 2, 3. They've scored in every single inning, but as we saw in the third inning, they like to have fun with 2 outs. They scored three runs with 2 outs there in the third inning. 2 quick fly balls, and Sam Carlson just not able to get that third out that was needed. Swinging strike there. Now Amar feeling it right now. Getting 2 strike calls. And swing and a miss. Sweeney Post getting some energy back in their lives with 1, 2, 3 inning. Getting some love from the coach. And we'll see what they can do with their bats. Down 6. We'll see what happens here as we'll take a quick break and see what the boys in red can do as we go to the bottom of the 5th. For Manchester Public Television, I'm Kyle Heavey. We'll be right back with more Legion Baseball. Well, we're back here in the 5th, and the first batter grounds out to shortstop, and a 1 pitch, 1 out here as we are here in the bottom of the 5th inning. My apologies on the delay getting back here, as just like that, we have 1 out here as Stephen Dunham grounds out, and we'll see what the catcher Dylan Schroof can do here. Austin Hazard still pitching here for Weare. Does not get that called strike there. A 2 balls, no strikes here. And that one goes for a strike. Two 1 count. Outside it goes. Dylan has walked and struck out in this game. Would like to see another walk here. Get some action going on the base paths. He takes a called strike. He even nods his head like, yep, that was a strike for sure. Steps back into the batter's box. Looks back at Hazard. Now we got a timeout called. now, 3-2 count. Strike 3 it is. I wasn't sure if he fouled that one off, so that's why I was delayed saying. And very quickly, 2 outs in this inning. And another K. This is 9th K of the game is Austin Hazard, and we'll see what Sam Carlson can do. Sam taking a called strike 1. Hits both sides of the plate. Really far back in the batter's box. Takes a strike 2. Kind of did the what type look at not the umpire, but just at his third base coach. And down 0-2 in the count. Called strike 3 by umpire Gary Simpson. He is not pleased with that. He was saying in his head, I didn't get those calls. And now we'll head to the 6th inning. Running out of time for Sweeney Post. They are still down 6, and we'll see what Weare has in store with their bats. We'll take a quick break again and be right back with more Legion baseball action from Gill Stadium. Here we are at the top of the 6th inning as Amar Duty looks down at Dylan Schroof to get the pitch, and first pitch goes for a ball. Number 15, Cam Bergeron up the bat here. Takes consecutive balls here. Gets the pitch and the 3-0. Cam has singled twice and flew out to right field. And he'll take a clean 4-pitch walk down to first base. Another inning where Weare is able to get on the base paths and possibly make something happen. Now comes up is Brady Philbot. Inside pitch, the throw down in time, but umpire says safe. The base comes off. Nice job by the second baseman there. Get the ball directly to him. Sam Carlson. And ball 2 there was just thrown as I was zooming back to the play. And it's crushed, but flown up in the air. Bennington doesn't really have to move too far. Able to catch it in foul territory. And out number 1. Runner at second base for big number 22 and Brett Patnode. Brett has a couple RBIs in this game. One in the first. A sac fly in the 4th. And we'll see if he can get the runner from second in here. Strong powered left-handed hitter in Patnode. Oh, he looked like he wanted that pitch. Unable to get a hold of it. And 2-0-2 count. And he gets a hold of one, sends it right out there to left field. Ranging over and able to make that catch is Parker Bradley. And now 2 pop-ups have given 2 outs for Sweeney Post. It comes down to the pitcher, Austin Hazard, to continue the inning for Weare. Or will Hazard come back out and have to pitch? He's got an RBI single as well in the first. And looks like he might have popped one out to the left field. Yes, just like that. First pitch lined out to a busy left field there. Getting some love from his teammates. And we'll see if Sweeney can get some love with their bats here as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. They only have 6 outs left to get something going here, and we'll be happy to be back in just a moment to see what happens in this game 2 of a doubleheader for Sweeney Post. They are down 6, but anything can happen with a big inning. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Back here for the bottom of the 6th, pitcher versus pitcher. Austin Hazard versus Amar Duty here to start us off. Weak swing and a miss there by Amar. See if he can do a little bit better, as Hazard still has got some speed on his pitches. As I say that, he fouls one back right at me, just above the windows in the press box here high above Gill Stadium. 0-2 count now. Hazard already has 10 Ks in the day. Fouled one off again, hits the net, lands over on the dugout for the Weare team. Amar trying his best far up in the batter's box, and waves at that one, and that will go for strikeout number 11. Around the horn it goes. Infield getting some action here, as that's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Hazard. And we'll see what we can do with Izzy Lopez. Izzy struck out as well in the 4th inning. And he had a walk in the 2nd inning. So see what the bottom of the lineup can do here for Sweeney Post. 1-1 count now. I think Izzy might have been fooled on that, thinking it was going to be an inside pitch and a cut back into the strike zone. So 1-2 count now. Try to get that outside corner. Not able to. And now 2-2. Fouled off. Now, throws a little change up there that Izzy was fooled with, and now Austin Hazard doing damage here to the heart and soul of Sweeney Post. He's having a day, ladies and gentlemen. This is why, one of the reasons why Weare is in first place with a 9-4 record, looking for their 10th victory here. That's 4 consecutive strikeouts, and now we'll see what Parker Bradley can do. Parker's had a couple singles. That one hits the inside corner, this on Parker, and goes for a strike. The stare down, wind up, hold, pitch. Very unique to see someone be able to stop mid-windup and figure out what he was going to do. Oh, a little ground ball. It's going to get right through the infield on the right side, and that will go for the 3rd single of the day for Parker Bradley. He is doing a great job in that leadoff spot for the Sweeney Post. And that brings us to Jake Vachon. And they're having a little talk right here of what they want to do. And that's going to do it. A new pitcher comes in. A wonderful job right there by one Austin Hazard. They do have more games over the next couple of days, so they might want to rest him a little bit. But now we will have a change up on things, figure out who this new pitcher is, and see if the Sweeney Post can get some fun, have some fun with 2. We'll be right back with more action here from Gill Stadium. Well, Jeff Wagner leaving his right field domain and is now the relief pitcher here. A great job there by Austin Hazard. 12 Ks, and now we got a little hit out there into no man's land. That's going to drop in for a single there. So 2 singles in a row from Sweeney Post. They're starting to have fun with 2. And now we'll see. We got the meat of the lineup here. And Jacob Plamondon, the number 3 hitter. See if he can have some fun against Wagner. And he sends one out there as well. 3 consecutive singles. They're going to send him. They held off. It looked like he rounded third really fast. Maybe the third baseman had something to say about it. But able to stop 3 consecutive singles here. Plamondon, Vachon, and Bradley. And that brings us to Brett Bennington. Brett, there's never been a better time to get something going on here than right now. Brett having a rough day with the umpire with 3 strikeouts. And now it would be great if he can get a bat on the ball here. He fell for that curveball again. Apparently the catcher has figured him out pretty well. And the pitch. He gets a hold of it, fouls it over my head. Lands on the roof. And that's another strike here. 0-2 count. Jeff Wagner looks back. The pitch. Strike 3. Brett Bennington, 4th strikeout of the day. 13th overall for the Weare team. They will stroll into the dugout as we head to the top of the 7th. An 8-2 lead for this Weare team. Sweeney Post, 3 consecutive singles to load up the bases with 2 outs. Just not able to deliver that big run-scoring hit. We'll take a quick break here and be back to see what's in store in the 7th inning. For Manchester Public Television's Legion Post Action, I'm Kyle Heavey. We'll be right back. Top of the 7th inning here with the Weare team up 8-2, 6-run lead. And the pitcher for Weare, the relief pitcher, now at the bat. I keep wanting to say Chris Wagner from the Bruins, but it's none other than a different Wagner, and that would be Mr. Jeff Wagner, the right fielder slash pitcher here for this Weare Legion team. He sends one up the middle, and that will go for a leadoff single. Vachon pretending like he lost the ball a little bit for a moment, and Weare having a good time tonight. They've, I feel like everyone's gotten a hit. They've scored some runs. They didn't have a doubleheader like Sweeney posted here, so you wonder if they're just more fresh than Sweeney, as it is still 82 degrees at just short of 9 p.m. here. A strike call there. 1-1 count. And he gets a hold of it, but he sends it really far foul. Bounces, takes a couple bounces and hits the fence and where the pitchers warm up. Now a 1-2 count. Looks over at the runner. Sends it basically same exact area where the first batter hit it. Vachon staying busy out there. Weare doing a good job of finding holes in this infield, getting him out to the outfield. And 2 consecutive singles. And another lefty here. This is a replacement player, so give me a second as he takes a called strike one. This is Carter Pike. Carter Pike coming into the game. Here gets a chance to bat for Alex Moore. Or excuse me, I believe Alex Moore is actually at first base with that single. So looks like Carter is replacing Peyton Marshall, who struck out in his chance at bat. Swing and a miss there. Throw down to first. Bennington able to see it, but able to get back and not have to worry as the base runner here. Takes a couple steps over, and now the pitch here. And fly up into a tough spot. Able to make that catch there. And for the first out here for Sweeney Post in the 7th. Still runners at first and second, though. And the pitch hits the outside corner. Actually, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. This is Peyton Marshall again. An 8-2 Weare lead right now. And he cranks one foul. Bennington running over, but does not have a chance. That basically hit the backside of the end zone. Nowhere near the 30-yard line that Bennington was standing. More like the 25-yard line, I guess. And now 1-2 count. Mar shakes off his catcher, gets the pitch. Inside, he says it hit him in the arm. Gary Simpson not believing him. Kind of a little bit of a controversy there, but either way, not too much fighting going on, and those 2 outs. Pitch float up. Can Bennington? Oh, what a catch! Brett Bennington able to throw his glove up in the air, and the ball just happened to land perfectly in there. We saw a great play from Ethan May in the first game, and man, sensational grab there by Bennington. He's not had the best day at the plate, but right there, he's going to enjoy remembering that play for as long as he can. And now we'll see what Sweeney Post can do with their bats. Down 6, heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be right back. After that, what a catch. More Legion baseball action after this. Jeff Wagner back here pitching in the bottom of the 7th inning. His first pitch, a called strike to the shortstop, Stephen Dunham. And Dunham trying to keep the hopes and dreams alive of Sweeney Post. 2 consecutive strikes hurting the cause, though. Dunham has grounded out to shortstop his last time up bat. Struck out earlier in the game. Avoids getting a strikeout there and an outside pitch. And got a walk in the first inning that loaded up the bases. Sweeney Post has had the bases loaded a number of times, just not able to convert and get some runs. Sends it foul there. Bounces. Parent not able to react quick enough to get it. And now the pitch, strike 3 it is. A 4th consecutive out in the form of a K for Weare. the frustration continues for many of these players on the Sweeney post as they just want to hit the ball. And tonight has not been their night. Game 1, they had a couple good innings. Inside pitch there. Tough 7-5 loss in the first game to Concord, and now with one out here, losing 8-2. 1-1 count there. Give loves to Alex Moore, able to go get that foul ball. He was hustling like he was running to first base, getting that foul ball for the Weare team. And popped up to left field. Can he get it? Range it in and able to snag it. And that is 2 outs for Sweeney post. And Cam Bergeron able to quickly get on his horse and get that out. And now it all comes down to the pitcher. Actually, it looks like, yes, Sam Carlson, the original starting pitcher of this game, gave up 6 runs. And can he keep the game alive a little bit longer? Wagner with the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Carlson. 14 Ks overall so far for this Weare team. Looking for another one here, but we're going to have a fly ball out to center field. Coming down to get it easily, just basically had to make 2 steps. And congratulations to this Weare team for their 10th victory of the year. Looking like they are going to the playoffs here as they take down the Sweeney Post by a score of 8-2. Player of the game for sure goes to Austin Hazard with his 12 strikeouts, 4 walks, 2 earned runs, and had a good day at the plate as well, where he went had RBI single, had at least 2 singles that I'm aware of. So congratulations to Austin Hazard on the player of the game. For Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick, it's been a pleasure to be with you on this Friday evening. Congratulations to the Weare team. Sweeney Post, tough season overall. You got to run some, do some sprints here with this loss. And we hope to see you again for another game somewhere down the line on Manchester Public Television. We have football coming up soon. We have soccer coming up. And who knows, we might even have some field hockey this year. But it's been a pleasure to be with you. Stay hydrated. Have a wonderful weekend. And I thank you so much for your time. So long for now. For Manchester Public Television, I'm Kyle Heavey. Take care.